misunderstood, or that we might say that you might misunderstand. If you've got kids here, you might want to cover their ears once in a while. There's no swearing, but you might not like certain words, so... We'll start with Randy. I know some people's names are Randy. In the UK, if you're Randy, it means you're amorous. So if you go to someone and say, "Hi, I'm Randy," they're going to look at you a bit strange, and you might want to get used to that. They're going to laugh at you, call you names, and make snide remarks about you. So be very careful if your name's Randy. I'm easy. Now, I'm not easy, but in the UK, I'm easy just means I don't care. So, what restaurant are we going to? I don't care, I'm easy. It doesn't mean, I don't really have any standards. I have standards. Pants. So, yes, in the UK, pants means pants in some places, and pants means underpants in other places. So, to save any misunderstandings, you should probably say trousers when you mean pants, and underpants when you mean underpants, to make sure that you don't get misunderstood. You don't want to tell me you're taking your pants off in the wrong place. Pigs, this is a bad word. Don't call a policeman a pig. They don't like it. But if someone says to you, "Watch out for the pigs," or "smells like bacon around here," don't look for wild farm animals or the bacon bar. It means the police are around, and if you've done something wrong, you might want to watch out. Slow your car down, stop stealing Granny's purse. Sleeping policeman. For some reason, we call speed bumps sleeping policemen. I don't know if we like to drive over them. I don't know if that's what we used to use. But yeah, they're not pigs. Pissed. That's what this man's going to be when he wakes up. You can see it. But when he went to sleep, he was intoxicated, which is what piss means in England. I've had the internet for that one. So this is a gesture one. I know a lot of people here do this or this for peace. If you do this, it's like flipping someone off in the UK. So if you want to start a fight, definitely go around doing this. But if you just want to be like, "Hey, peace," then do this. I don't know why Winston Churchill was flipping people off, but I guess he didn't like fanny. Okay, this one's a sensitive one. Fanny means vagina in England. So don't tell people that your fanny aches, unless you really mean it. Okay? There are other things you shouldn't say, but I think you can work those out for yourself. I didn't want an image for this. Rubber. So, one of my friends came to work for Pirelli in America at one point, and he went to the receptionist and asked her for a rubber for the end of his pencil. And he had to quickly explain what he meant. Rubber means eraser in the UK, so if you're asking for a rubber, just give them your eraser if you've got one, or tell them you don't, it's okay. So, spanner, if you're fixing a car, you might want to borrow a wrench, right? Well, a spanner's a wrench. Unless someone calls you a spanner, that usually means you're an idiot. So be aware that if they're asking for one, it means one thing. If they call you one, it's another. It trips people up sometimes. It trips me up when I ask people for a spanner here. Suspenders. Again, I couldn't find an image here that I felt was appropriate, but in the UK, suspenders are what you might call a garter belt. So don't ask a guy if he wants suspenders for Christmas. I mean, don't do that here either, it's a terrible gift, but just don't do that. Because they don't like that, they don't wear suspenders. I mean, ladies wear suspenders. Well, not always ladies. Queue. So in the UK, queuing is a profession in the UK. You'll see all these guys are smiling down there. That's because they like queuing over there. It's a pastime. If there's no line, we will naturally form one. It just means to line up, like lining up at the bank. We don't usually need ribbons, we know what to do. It's trained. Gas. If you want to fill your car up in the UK, you buy petrol or diesel or LPG. You don't buy gas. Gas is natural gas, or gossiping, like having a gas or gassing, or, passing wind. Which I did earlier over there, sorry guys. Good food. There is good food in Britain, contrary to popular belief. However, you must know that between breakfast and lunch is 11s, and between lunch and dinner is tea, unless dinner is lunch. That is, between dinner and tea is afternoon tea. And then after that is supper. Don't get that mixed up, because it depends where you are. A dog's dinner is when you've made a mess of things. I think you'll agree that the IT department made a dog's dinner out of that. You could also say it was a pig's ear. I don't know why we've got things against dog's dinners and pig's ears. Don't make a dog's dinner out of the dog's dinner. They wouldn't like that. Her Majesty's Pleasure. The abbreviation HMP in the UK is Her Majesty's Prison. So the phrase Her Majesty's Pleasure means it's prison. So if someone tells you they've been at Her Majesty's Pleasure, or you should go to Her Majesty's Pleasure, it's not an invitation to Buckingham Palace, it's an invitation to go see the pigs, or that they have seen them already. Bollocks. This one's a little fancy. This means balls. Testicles. Huevos. I don't want to speak Spanish, did you? So that's all needs to be said about that, I think. The dog's bollocks. As you might see, the dog's bollocks means the best. Right? Why does that mean the best? Well, it's the best. It's bacon. It's a leprechaun riding a unicorn. And it's the dog's bollocks because the dog licks them so much, they must be good. So I'd just like to end by saying cheers. That means thank you. Unlike most people's thoughts, we don't say pip pip toodaloo cheerio. No one says chucks away in England. Only you guys say it to us. We don't like that. Cheers just means thanks. You know, it sometimes means please, it sometimes means hello, it sometimes just means cheers, and it sometimes means what you guys are going to do now. Thank you.